Hi, welcome. My name is Tejal Patel. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm coming to you from Anishinaabe, Waki, Potawatomi, and Mississauga tribal lands, colonized as Rochester, Michigan. Today's practice is an intro to the head and neck. In today's practice, we'll explore breathing with the focus on the head, the energy in the mind, breathing for focus and clarity. We'll also explore movements of the neck that also affect the shoulders and the connection that we have between head, neck, and shoulders. I'll offer you several practices to help release in your shoulders, in your head, and in your neck. And when I speak about the shoulders, I'm really speaking about the connection from our neck to our shoulders. Take a moment and just soften and roll your shoulders up, back, around, and down. And you can let your hands move as you lift the shoulder blades up, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you, and release down. Make several more circles. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze back. Breathe out, release down. Inhale up, squeeze. Exhale, and release down. Yeah, now you might continue to do those rolls. Everything I offer you is an introduction practice. It's a taste of the practice. So really, you might consider how that feels in your body, in your upper part of your shoulders, neck, and head, and whether you want to pursue that or practice it again and again. Today's practice has the intention of moving for clarity and breathing for clarity. It's an invitation to get clear around the space that you hold between your ears and your shoulders, around the energy that you keep to keep your head upright and on top of your body, and also of everything that you hold in between, ear to ear. Now simply sit up tall. See if you can lift from the center of your chest. And you might feel your whole front body lift up, puff up. You might let the shoulders, where your collarbones are, where these two bones are, you might let those go wide, side to side. And whenever you sit up tall and breathe fully through the front body, you might notice that the opening you create also creates a sensation of stretch across the top of your shoulders and out wide. So these two bony pieces here, right here, collarbone or clavicle, think about broadening those, lengthening those out long to the sides. And as you do that, notice how you can sit up taller and sit up even wider, taking up space. Now, oftentimes we want to reduce the amount of space we take, or we want to get closer to the thing we're looking at. And that creates a rounding and a closed offness in the shoulders. I invite you to sit up tall and go wide side to side and let your body settle into an upright, tall, relaxed position. And as you do that, you start to explore the connection you have from your head to your neck, to the tops of your shoulders, and essentially to the whole body, the way you're standing or sitting. So go ahead now and just think about the size and weight of your skull, of your head. Think about the back of your head. Start to lift up the sides of your head and draw gently back so that the head rests right on top of your shoulders. If you work at a computer or use your phone, you might find that you continue to round, and it also pulls your head forward and down. So I just invite you to lift up, sit up tall, go wide, and then also think about picking up your head, readjusting, and landing right on top of your shoulders. From here, softly roll the shoulders down. Lift through the back of your head. You got this. And then exhale the breath out through the mouth or the nose. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the nose or the mouth. 2 more nice and calm, relaxed breaths. If you feel like closing your eyes, you can close your eyes. Notice where the head is shifting. When you become relaxed, is it shifting forward slightly? You might need to put some effort back in to lift the head up right on top of the shoulders. I'd like to invite you into some movements of your head and your neck to create further relaxation, further release of what you might be holding from your day, from the way you sleep, from the way you interact with others. You might be looking forward a lot. You might not take the time to explore what an upright posture could be like and could feel like for you. So let's take the time now and today to do that. Find that upright, tall position. Exhale the breath out. And I'm going to invite you to inhale, turn your head to the right. Try not to take the shoulders with you, keeping them soft and relaxed. Exhale here. Inhale here. Now you might start to feel sensation of stretch through the opposite side of your neck. Try to send the breath to the muscle of the neck that you can feel kind of coming forward when your head is turned. We can carry tension there. We want to try and send energy and breath there to release the tension. Try not to let your head tip back, shortening the back of the neck and creating a large opening in the front, unless you feel pain and you know that's going to reduce the pain. You always want to move your head and neck in a way that reduces pain. When you're ready, come through center and just notice the difference in how you might feel left side to right side. On your next inhale, go ahead, turn your head to the left. You might notice your right shoulder creeping forward. So go ahead and lift up and roll back. Very important to maintain a breath that allows you to breathe into the side of your neck that you're turning away from. If your head tips back a little like mine was, see if you can bring it level to the floor while still turning it towards your left shoulder. That's it. Just notice and explore the breath. Notice how your spine might want to back bend here or drop forward. Just try and stay upright and tall. Notice where the stretch comes through. Notice where the compression comes through. Come back through center when you're ready. Let's do that just a few more times with the breath. So exhale the breath out. Move into neck rotation. Inhale to the right. Complete the full inhale. Exhale, come through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, come through center. Let's move into neck extension. Inhale, lift the chin. We are intentionally shortening the back of the neck now. You can feel the back of your head getting closer to the back of your back. Your throat opens up. Make sure you're not moving into pain. Exhale, forward and down. Twice more. Inhale. Up and back. Exhale, forward and down. So a couple more times on your own breath. Remember, try not to move into pain. Try not to just let your head snap back or fall back. You really want to be cautious with that. You might start to hear some noise or gristle or feel compression. Try and be tall. So think about lifting your head even as you come up and back into extension And even as you lift up and draw down and forward into flexion. You might even add a little squeeze of chin to throat as you come down into flexion. And that's a reset of your neck flexors, the muscles that actually move your chin into chest. So that potentially if you're always in a forward position, looking at something or typing at something, this could potentially be a reset back. You see, it might even create a little double chin or triple chin. That's okay because there's a really functional purpose for doing that for now. And it might help to relieve tension or stress that you're carrying in your shoulders. Okay, I have one more action for your neck that I want to show you before we just close out with simple breath and a flow of all that we've put together. So sit up nice and tall. Shoulders roll softly back and down. Exhale and empty the breath. This time as you inhale, just be upright and tall. And then think about your right ear as you exhale, moving towards your right shoulder. So towards the top of your right shoulder. So I feel a lot of strain on the short side of my left side of neck. Stay here for 2 to 3 breaths. This might not look like much because the side you're leaning into might not feel a lot, but it's really the side you're lengthening or moving away from where I feel the sensation. So I'm curious to know where you feel the sensation. You can comment on the video and let me know. Again, really important to breathe into the tight spots and not move into pain. This is called lateral flexion because we're just moving side to side. It's on an inhale that you lift up. Maybe even reset, chin into throat, and an exhale to your left. So again, you might notice it's not looking like much is happening. What you don't want to happen is just completely tip over. And what you don't want to happen is just to lift your shoulder because, oof, you're moving into some discomfort. Shoulders stay relaxed, head stays softly up and back. And then you start to feel that the breath can really work some magic here if you're sending the breath along with your attention over to the side. It's always really lovely to feel like I could just roll the neck down, create circles over to the side. But you might not know this, but it's pretty controversial to just do neck rolls or to crack your neck, right? Because the cracking of your neck is actually a signal to your joint that you need a little more fluid there. And over time, that response in your body could actually dry out the joints and you might feel more pain over time. So we're going to do just one more flow of this work together. So reset the shoulders, sit up nice and tall. And then when you're ready, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, turn the head to the right. Exhale, come on through center. Keep the flow going. Inhale, turn head to left. Exhale, come through center. Pause. Inhale, neck extension. Chin lifts up. Exhale, neck flexion. Neck flexion. Inhale, upright, tall, head on top of body. And exhale, lateral flexion, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, up through top of head. And exhale, left ear to top of left shoulder. Left side lateral flexion. Inhale, upright and tall. Try and imagine your head floating up on top of your shoulders. Exhale, shoulder blades soften down. You get to continue this practice for as long as you need. And you get to work with your aches and pains, your places of tension, and your movement to help release and soften anything you might be holding that creates stiffness, that creates any sensation of tight, stuck muscles. Okay, think about all the things we've done: neck flexion, neck extension, neck rotation, neck lateral flexion. We've reset the flexors of your neck. to kind of combat a forward head position. And we've really sent breath in and up through the top of the head, in between the ears. Let it circle all the way around in your head space. Go ahead, take a deep breath in, clearing breath out. I want to thank you for this tiny bit of education around how your head and neck and shoulders move together, but really how you might start to listen intuitively into the body and what you might need to do to release in the head, neck, and shoulders. Thank you so much for your practice today. And we'll close with a little bit of gratitude. Hands over the heart, soft bow into yourself and to those that came before you who support this practice for you. Take a moment to honor all the education from these yogic teachings, the teachers indigenous to South Asia, and the many lineages of yoga that we continue to benefit from. And then connect to the earth. You might place your hands to the earth, softly bowing to the land and her bounty, taking a moment to honor the ancestral stewards of this land for their history, struggle, oppression, and unwilling sacrifice. Maybe work to repair, maybe honor this land. And then you might repeat after me this message of peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for your practice today. My name is Tejal, and I hope you enjoy this intro to head and neck.